Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna make this delicious Japanese Souffle cheesecake. First let's start by preheating our oven and boiling some water on the stove. Now let's prepare our cake pans. I have taken 8 and 7 inches circular pans. Grease the smaller pan with flavourless oil. I have used sunflower oil. Cover the sides and base of the pan well with oil and line it with a parchment paper. I'm gonna bake the cheesecake in this 7-inch pan. We need the larger pan to arrange as a water bath for the cheesecake so the cheesecake doesn't dry out. You don't have to use the pans with the same measurements. You can bake this cheesecake in 6-inch circular pan as well. Just make sure that you have a larger pan that fits the smaller pan to use as a water bath. After preparing the pan, keep it aside. I have given the list of the ingredients that we need for this Souffle cake at the end of the video. Now let's start preparing our batter. In a heat resistant bowl, take 160 grams of cream cheese. I am using freshly homemade cream cheese. If you want the recipe for that, I'll link the video in the description. Smoothen the cream cheese with a spatula for 2 to 3 minutes or until it turns creamy like this. Now add in unsalted butter 20 grams and continue mixing it until everything is combined well. After you are done mixing, place this bowl on hot water and add 50 ml of milk to the bowl and mix everything until everything is completely combined. This recipe I have found through YouTube from a channel called Nino's Home. He makes these ASMR recipe videos that are very good. I recommend you to go and watch him. This looks all creamy and well mixed. Place the hot water back on the stove, we'll need it again. Now let's start cracking our eggs. Separate the whites and yolks of 4 large eggs that are at room temperature. I'm not good at cracking eggs and separating them, so add the yolks into the mixture that we have prepared earlier. Add the cake flour. If you don't have cake flour at hand, please check out the ingredient list. I have given alternative for that. Now mix everything well with a whisk until everything is well combined. Into a larger bowl, take the egg whites, add 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice and start whipping the eggs. Beat the eggs at low speed for 2 to 3 minutes. And when the volume of the eggs increases, start adding the sugar. Add 80 grams of sugar a little at a time. Continue whipping at medium speed until it reaches soft peaks. You can't do this by hand, it takes a lot of time and energy for that. Using a machine, you will be able to whip the eggs in under 3 to 4 minutes. It depends on your machine. Here is the whipped eggs. Now let's combine the two mixtures that we have prepared. Start by adding the whipped egg mixture into the bowl and mixing it. If we add the first mixture to the whipped eggs, it will completely deflate the whipped eggs. So first add little bit of whipped eggs to the mixture and make it a little lighter. Once the first mixture is a little lighter, then we can add it directly to the whipped eggs and make the batter by using cut and fold method. Now let's pour in the mixture into the whipped eggs. The main goal here is to not deflate the whipped eggs. Now take the spatula and gently run it through the batter as I'm showing you to mix everything well. Do not overmix the batter. Once it starts looking something like this, it is time to transfer this into the cake pans that we have prepared earlier. Use a toothpick and do swirling motions like this to remove any air pockets or air bubbles from the batter. This is ready now. Let's add hot water to the larger pan now. Hold the smaller pan in place with a finger, otherwise it will move or it will float. Be very careful, use mitts to transfer this into the oven, don't burn yourself. Start baking the cake at 150 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. After that, open the door and wait for 5 seconds and continue baking at 110 degrees Celsius for 60 minutes and then 150 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. After that, remove the cake from the oven, let it cool on a wire rack. You can run a knife to clear the edges or simply flip the cake to get it out of the pan. Remove the parchment paper and look at the deliciousness. To be honest, it tastes like a cross between flan and sponge cake, simply delicious. The process is a little bit complicated but very delicious. Do give this recipe a try and I'm sure you will like it. The oven timings may vary a little, that depends on your machine. Check the cake before you take it out. Now cut yourself a large slice of the cheesecake and enjoy. As always, I hope you like this video and until next time, bye!